Have you mopped here? Hello? Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. Where are those headphones? Bring those headphones. Go and bring them. I'm seizing them permanently. I was just calling you, you didn't hear me. Come and let me search you. Okay, it's not on you. Tell the other person to join you. Okay, so can and do that. All right, guys, how are you doing? Okay, I'm here to talk about Dangote allegedly hiring Indians instead of Nigerians. Dangote allegedly hiring Indians instead of Nigerians. And here is my take, it's my opinion. Let me first of all tell you something here. Talking about politics and Nigeria does not pay me. It doesn't pay me. It just is a waste of time for me, and it creates enmity for me because I don't see life the way you see it. We are not from the same IQ, neither are we from the same segment of society. So your reality might be different from mine. And I may be emotional in some aspects while you're emotional in other aspects. So at the end of the day, politics just creates, and all these conversations just create an avenue for Nigerians to moan and groan. Nigerians are also overly sensitive and overly emotional. I've been tagged a tribal bigot simply because I did not vote for Peter Obi. Simply because I did not vote for Peter Obi. Any follower of mine knows clearly that I voted for Moyele Sowore because he's the only one that my conscience will carry. Forget it, Peter Obi is a recycled politician. He was going to be Atiku's deputy. He would have been in this government like Oshibajo was. It's just that Buhari won the election. So how are you telling me Peter Obi is different, is changed, is a youth, a 60-something-year-old man is a youth? Youth is Sowore, change is Sowore. Anybody else is a recycled politician. But simply because, and now I'm now I want to start supporting Kwakwanso. So that I want to give you an opportunity to point out that I'm tribalistic. At least I'm a Yoruba man now supporting a Hausa man. Let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. So my new candidate is Kwakwanso. Because I don't see how me supporting the only candidate that is young among all of them, the only candidate that is new, change among all of them, because I did not support Peter Obi, on this platform, we raised over 500,000 naira for a Peter Obi supporter, LUP, to help him with his business. I have not raised one single naira for Sowore supporters. Neither have I raised one single naira for Tinubu supporters. or Atiku supporters. But because of the passion I saw in that young man's craft, party aside, tribe aside, live on this channel, I raised 570 or 505 or 500, over 500,000 naira. So how dare you call me a tribal bigot? Do I not have Yoruba people around me that are hungry? What I saw in that man, his attitude to work. Someone said Peter Obi did not do, Omar Bright said Peter Obi did not do anything to me. He is not qualified to run Nigeria in my opinion. It's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. You don't like it, go. Go. That's my opinion. And I'm giving that opinion because after I've taken my own time to do my own study, I have seen, after checking various parameters, that he can't do it. He's not old enough and friendly enough with the cabals to be able to run the cabal system, and he's not changed enough like Sowore to be able to run it like an outsider. That's my problem with Peter Obi. Atiku them are cabal enough. They can sit down with the cabal and say, okay, let's do it like this, and hopefully it will work. Sowore is untainted by the cabal. He has no day inside. He will run it as an outsider. But Obi, one leg in, one leg out, for me is a problem. For me, Sowore qualify. If you don't qualify for you, now your business with that. Anybody that insults my principal, I will block you and I will shake way for your father. Where your father is plucking mango in the village that he will eat this night, that mango tree will fall for his head. If you ever talk bad about Sowore. If you talk bad about Sowore today on my live, you go know the kind of person where I be. Wọ́n ní wèrè lọ́ fi ń wo wèrè na madness they take cure madness ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́ yá wèrè ni. So because I did not support Peter Obi, I am a tribal bigot. Kindly remind them how I gave a Peter Obi supporter over 500,000 naira. Because I saw his dream and his passion right here on this live. Ruth Nkem Dilim says Sowore no get level, and I'm the tribal bigot. Ruth kò ní dá fún father tó bí ẹ lọ́mọ àti ewúrẹ́ tó gùn tó fi bí ẹ lọ́mọ. Jẹ́ kí n rapture ẹ̀ dànù tó rotí lónìí làkàì. So Eniola Badmus was on my live the other day, and she said she liked Tinubu. As far as I'm concerned, Tinubu has some advantages and some disadvantages, like they all do. There are many things Tinubu can do that the rest of them cannot do. And there are some places where he's also faulted. He's not my candidate, but if he's president, you want to tell me that I will not work with him. Let's give him 6 months. Maybe the others are in court. In fact, right now, I want to be supporting Atiku so that they will not say I'm tribalistic. So right now, I'm rooting for Atiku. Let's all be mad. Let's all be mad now. Someone say, but why you not support people? Because I'm not confident in his qualities and qualifications. Anambra State is obvious that Peter Obi cannot do a good job concerning Nigeria, in my opinion. How good is Anambra State? Simple. And many other things. Maybe he's cleaner than the rest of them, but I'm not looking for clean. I'm looking for work. I'm not looking for clean. Nigeria matter require weary, not clean. We will get to clean later. The junction where we are now is not clean that will solve Nigeria's problem. So, my support is for Sowore, And if you say because I'm supporting Showore, who is a Yoruba man like me, I'm being tribalistic, I now declare my support for Kwakwanso because Kwakwanso worked more than Obi. Have you been to? Of course, I've been to Anambra State. Can you compare it to Abuja or Lagos? Let me start. Now, the next set of minutes I'm going to use to rapture all the thing. But like I've told you, this is the last time I'm going to talk about politics. I just want you to know. Anytime I take my time, I will block and block and block. And you don't want to hear this truth. You want me to come here like the rest of Nigerians. Let me tell you, maybe if I made money from lying to you, I will do it. Maybe 30. So please, where are they? I want you to talk nonsense. Oh yeah. Una is here to talk. Talk now. Make stone meet your papa where he did. You want me to lie to you? I will never lie to you. I make my money from gisting, gossiping, entertainment, relationship, news. Nothing comes in from politics. Measly amount, peanuts. Talk nonsense. Talk. I know they talk. Before I go, I won't rapture all the dingbat. Be live. First. Before we go any further. And that goes for you, YouTube and TikTok too. But I just love TikTok. TikTok people get sense. Mr. Checks. Just watch all the people where they insult me. Just watch them. Because I said I don't feel Peter Obi is competent enough to run Nigeria, they will insult me. Do you not say Tinubu is not competent? Do you not say Atiku is not competent? Do you not say Showore is not competent? How many of you have I arrested? How many of you have I shouted at? And please don't tell me when to treat my main topic. I'll treat it whenever I like. In fact, I'm not treating it for the next 1 hour. I want to deal with it. Log out if you don't like my live. Log the F out. In my humble opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion, the most competent of all of them is Omoyele Showore. Finish. After that is Kwakwanso. But if you tell me that I'm tribalistic for supporting Showore, then I will support Kwakwanso so that I will hear how you accuse me of being tribalistic. One person wrote my wife a letter. He said, your husband is anti-youth. Meanwhile, I'm supporting the only youth. You see, sentiments. Otifoyin juele rino. Una no fi see road again. Talk nonsense. Talk nonsense. Make you collect. Please, if you are watching, somebody says making noise. The bed where your body take bench goat. Now they make noise under the weight of your papa big belly. Then block it down. We rig barapcho. Anything. I'm not talking about politics again. Today I end it. Don't ever write me a letter. Somebody actually called me from America that he wants to drop his comment about Emefiele. Waiting concern me with Emefiele. I don't want to hear politics. And if you mention politics, I will curse your papa from today. As I've seen that we are not ready to employ reasoning. Feronu. We have decided that we don't want to think. No problem. We don't need to think. Just don't ever let me hear any political matter on my channel again. And if any day I bring it up, I will just bring Bongoli and Brume. I will not say Pim. They will just discuss it. Because it's like we don't want to have sense. People are crying now. Oh, DSS is being wicked. DSS, the court has ruled that they should free Emefiele. But DSS does not want to free Emefiele. As far as I'm concerned, it's like Nigerians have amnesia. Do you know what Emefiele did to Nigeria? People could not eat because of the money change he wanted to change in the middle of election. He did not change it 1 year before, 6 months before. He did not change it. He wanted to change currency inside the election. I think many of you have forgotten. It's like your memories, as in, I think religion, they burn on our brain. As in, really? So court say make they free Emefiele. Baba, if Emefiele know wetin good for him, make he go Ibadan, make he stand for Aremo, make he say him be Emefiele, whether they no go, wetin good they go do him, he no go forget for him life. They tell me say court wan release Emefiele, they no gree, make I come dey cry for Emefiele. Meanwhile, no be me Emefiele really attack directly. Na the poor people that could not eat, people they faint for bank. You go one go withdraw 10K, you go pay 2K to withdraw 10K inside this hardship. And you are telling me that because DSS no want release, make we they do rule of law, all of a sudden now we get rule of law. Make I come they cry, say, oh, they don't want to release Emefiele. If you check my heart, waiting I want do Emefiele for my heart. Every day as a Christian, I dey pray, say, make God no let make I no catch him. DSS should respect the law, the rule of law. As in we nothing what we say. The rule of law. When it took 10 years for the court to grant taste buds her divorce, how many of you cried with us? Divorce case. Judge sit down on top am for 10 years. Can't judge am as in like. How many of you follow me cry? How many of you follow us cry? May I can't cry, Emefiele cry. Like I not get work. Okay. Hey, somebody give me tissue. I want to cry for Emefiele. So I want to use someone as Emefiele. Baba, as in, una don't mad reach level where una madness una go give out to your children because una collect them from una papa. This is literally Pilate standing with Jesus Barabbas. Jesus turned Baraban. Oh, you did not know that the thief Barabbas, his name was also Jesus, which translates as, the real name is Yehoshua, but it translates as Jesus. There were two that they go on. Original Greek Bible has it, and NIV also is the only Bible that shows that his name was also Jesus. Even though the name Jesus does not exist, the real name is Yehoshua. They said this man not thief. The people say we don't care. That one, 9-1 crucify. We have descended into that cesspit. Make me decide, say, law will no work for NSAS. Law will no work. Now, I want to start the law to work from Emefiele. I beg, make that law no work. We have not started enforcing the law. We have not started respecting the court. On the real pressing issues, it's Emefiele that want to start. But anyhow, they won't do Emefiele, no concern me. They won't carry them, they carry them. They won't leave them, they leave them. Now their business is of no consequence to me. Now Emefiele, I go come they cry for. It's like you people are so shallow, you've forgotten what you went through. We are too emotional. Now, let me tell you what I suspect. A lot of people who support P2B believe that Emefiele did them a favor because they believe that other parties did not have money to be able to bribe election. That's your business. I don't care. What I care about is that the poor suffered under Emefiele. They rushed to change the currency. How did the CBN follow the due process entirely with Emefiele? The poor suffered under Emefiele. You want me to now mourn that do you know what the average Nigerian goes through because somebody has money to manipulate court system? I never cry for those ones. I never cry for myself. I never cry for taste buds. We use nearly 10 years do divorce case. It is Emefiele that I'll be crying for. If you are mad alone. We tell yani. No, let's be honest with each other. The same Emefiele that it was alleged that he disobeyed the court to reverse the naira is the same Emefiele that I'm crying for because this court did not obey the bail. As in, are you mad on Mondays but okay on Tuesdays and mad again on Wednesdays? Because your madness are alternating madness. Una go well one day, or una go well for 6 o'clock. By 7 o'clock, una go mad. By 7:30, una go well. By 8 o'clock, una go mad back. Can we talk about this? The same Emefiele with disobey courts. At least it was alleged. Abi, please, can me somebody remind me, because my memory too is a bit blurry now. The same masses are crying over Emefiele. Why? Because they have sentimentally made it look like a tribal thing now. Once they bring tribalism inside, una go forget your papa will buy for ATM. You go forget your mama will faint for bus stop on top Emefiele decision. Let me tell you, tribal sentiments are so powerful that they blur out your reality. They blur out your consciousness. They blur out everything about you. And you hold on to those tribal sentiments. You don't forget, say your papa faint for queue where they queue to collect 5,000 from ATM, of which Ingo pay 6K. You don't forget. Because they've raised tribal sentiments now. When I don't begin jump, hey, the court. How many court Emefiele obey to do in Naira? Please, can somebody remind me, or maybe I'm the one that said, okay, sorry, Emefiele obeyed the court. Did he obey the court with the Naira? Please, somebody answer me. Nigerians are always looking for somebody to blame for their misfortune. You blame Buhari. Buhari has gone now. It's now time to blame Tinubu. And that's the same way you'll have blamed Peter Obi. Let's have a conversation. You don't know how we're affected. You don't know how our staff were affected by the Emefiele decision. Okay, he did not disobey court. Emefiele did not disobey court. Did Emefiele disobey court or not? Please, my memory is... Let's talk. Tell me, did he? Somebody says, according to Mr. Az, let me pin it. Supreme Court said we should keep using the old Naira notes. Emefiele said never. Said old Naira notes are illegal and invalid. I can't remember clearly anymore. All I can remember is the hardship. Ìyà jẹ mẹ̀kúnnù. Ìyà jẹ olówó, ìyà jẹ mẹ̀kúnnù. Someone said DSS is charging for useless offenses. Right now, anything where they want to do Emefiele, nothing concern me. Emefiele. May they just carry and they go. I'm not saying they should do anything bad to him. I'm not saying they should do anything good to him. I'm just saying he's of no concern of mine. Wait till he make us go through. Say I not join Emefiele to my prayer point at one point. Now because say I be Christian. You can't tell me, say, make I dey cry now. Say, court, no one give him justice. I be DSS, no one give him justice. How many people Nigerian court give justice? I will always say this, and I don't expect you to like me. I don't want you to like me. But this is why I don't talk about politics. Political issues in Nigeria are too sentimental. People lost their jobs. Oh, I was trying to catch that door from slamming. Always close my door, clean it with something. What do you want? You can leave it open but pin it because of the breeze so it will not keep slamming. I'm pissed today, man. And please, I don't want this door to slam again. I'm pissed today, man. I'm in a very annoyed mood. Please, if you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen or double click the screen. Someone say, what are the charges against? I don't care what the charges are against. I will not fight human rights fight for Emefiele. So right now want to fight human. How many human rights considerations did Emefiele make when people could not eat? If they like, make they charge and say him too yellow. Say now why did they arrest and now their business. Oh if they arrest and say it's too short, this is their business. Anything they want to carry him for, they should carry him and keep him away from us. So I should not come and start crying and there's no rule of law. All of a sudden now there's no rule of law. I beg in God's name. Now God I take beg. I don't want to hear Emefiele. I don't want to hear anything where they want to do. I made they do am. Now in business. Make go settle himself. Henry Izuchukwu on TikTok asks me, do you need money, Oga? Has your father at home eaten, Henry? I like people like you, Izuchukwu. You put your full name, Henry Izuchukwu. Let me change your name now to Henry Eleribu, Henry Areden, Henry Diderendato, Henry Jokbololaye, Henry Adianyanje. Can I continue? Because you have decided that you want to be unfortunate midweek. Midweek unfortunate. That's what you want to be. Henry the midweek unfortunate. You came to my life limping in like the leper that you are. And now you use this your same leprosy hands or wadete ofin type lórí TikTok o mi ayé o ni da o ma rare ku ni igi ma wole gbogbo family e. Do you need money, Oga? O decide ko ma stupid leni o ma sof o ma de ṣòfò ni o ma ṣòfò lódìdé o ni ṣòfò láàbọ̀. Àdúrà ni mo fẹ́ gbà fún ẹ o ni ṣòfò láàbọ̀ wàá ṣe lódìdí ni. Ó yá jẹ rapture. Next. I'm in the mood today. Next. If you are watching on TikTok, double click the screen, double click it, double click it, double click it. Double click the screen. If you are watching on TikTok, I'm looking for my number one gifter. Who's my number one gifter? When I never begin buy gift. See? If na gossip now, gift go down full everywhere. That's why I don't talk about politics. Me, you know, politics. Please follow my number one and my number two gifter. Oh, somebody don't send me stars for my TikTok, for my Instagram. Okanlawon Abayomi Isaac. O mama lawon ni. Abayomi Isaac. Wa pe fawon tie. Eyan gidi. Thank you very much. This is why I don't talk about politics. I have 404 people watching me live on TikTok. Not one gift. Not one gift. They just begin to buy the gift now. Imagine I was gossiping. Now me go to tell you and I say, calm down with the gifts. So like if you hype. This is why I don't talk about politics. It's unprofitable. I'm talking to people who are dense about something that is not making me money. And we are not going anywhere. Tomorrow they will still have the same mindset. How do you want me to feel? Now, if na gossip, this person they bench, this person babe. Hey, everybody go fool. You go to see people. Oh, Daddy Freeze, I love you. Oh, pra. My YouTube, they go to drop super chat, super stickers, super likes. My Facebook go full with stars. My TikTok, I never collect one single money gun the whole day. You go to see the money guns, they pop. Someone said, if you don't care, then you are the same with the lawless politicians. I'm the same with the lawless politicians. Oh, let me tell you, I am the same with them. If that's how your brain works, that your tiny little granules that they put inside your brain through your ear, that each time you sleep, it falls from one side of your head to the other. Chibuzo Nwokoye, God bless you. Don't send me $20 on YouTube. I am the same with them. You are telling me to care about Emefiele? Really? I should care? If they put him inside the well and close him there, that's the way they should do. Anything they want, they can do. Anything they want, they can do to Emefiele. Anyhow, they want to judge it. If they say, oh, Emefiele, go home, no problem. Emefiele, go home. If they say Emefiele, they will lock inside chicken cage. Okay, good, lock him inside chicken. And as in, is nothing they want to do Emefiele will concern me. Ọlọ́run ọba ń gbọ́ mi dá sí. The people that are in prison because they cannot come out because of 5,000 naira. How many of them have you carried a placard for? The people whose businesses were demolished. How many of them have you carried placard for? You are crying for Emefiele. If Emefiele put hand for him back pocket, you go buy your entire family plus the ones where you still never born. You will never see food chop. If I give you granite, you know if you chop them because if you chop them because you have not eaten for so long, you they lick the granite like Tom Tom. Now you they fight for Emefiele. You need that. Emefiele. So now my concern, as in people they send out to me, they are holding Emefiele, DSS, as in like, really? I should cry for Emefiele? In fact, I will get tissue and cry for Emefiele now so that people can be happy. But like I said, after today, I don't want to hear politics on this channel. If you ever in your life, there are 1,300 people watching me on Facebook, 740 on Instagram, 179 on YouTube, and 317 on TikTok. If any of you ever sends me anything to talk about politics, I will first shake pay for you before I block you. Because you are not ready for that conversation. Nigeria wants to judge that the court is not working. It is now with Emefiele that we will start. When I came to cry to Nigerians, when taste buds had that ruling against her, how many of you cried about the court system in Nigeria? How do you sit on a divorce case for 9 years plus and then judge the case that the woman is an adulterer? A man, one of the lawyers, stood in court and called Tazebolt a prostitute. In court. They say this comedian was a son. I don't know him, and he didn't say it in front of me. I'm waiting for the day he will say it in front of me. That's the day he will know that I am not well. And since we know that the system is not working, I'm at a labor ni. Labor. You come and tell me, you call a woman, and the court said nothing. And that's the court system I want to be fighting Emefele's battle. Kò ní dá fẹ́yìn àti Emefele àti gbogbo yín. Ayé gbogbo yín ò ní dá. Taste buds came and cried. Nobody said anything. Did taste buds change in Naira and punish you people? What has taste buds done wrong in her life to deserve that? Nobody answered. Then Emefiele we punish us last year. They say court say make it go. DSS say make it no go. Make me con they cry. I swear to God, if they tell me say they release Emefiele, if they tell me say they put Emefiele inside chicken house with chicken, if they tell me say they lock Emefiele inside well, if they tell me say they throw him from aeroplane, nothing where they want to do that guy, we want concern me. Now Emefiele, me, I want use begin the judge, say cut the work, I be cut no the work. Let me tell you, you people are on a mission. You are on a mission to prove something you cannot prove, and I will not join you in that mission. And even if you want to prove that thing you want to prove, no be Emefiele, no una leave Emefiele. May they leave Emefiele. Anything with DSS want do am, Baba no be Emefiele will go start human rights with o. The day they carry shame, everybody shout. We love you, Shane. We love you. Everybody come out. Hey. Nothing as far as I'm concerned, Emefiele no exist. In my opinion of things and the world, Emefiele does not exist. Odogu Henry says, Oga your mumu too much. You see, my dear brother, to say you be better part seller now for even get small respect for you, we rent a party, Vespa. If you see this guy ahead, you know what they call a poti issue? The stool where devil they take sit down. Now so in head be. Odogu Henry. So you want me to come and cry for Emefiele? Ko ba yati babe, ko ba furo won. Jada no lori live me. Were Moraye yin leni. I don't tell you, after today, I don't want to hear political talk for my channel. You are on a mission to prove what you want to prove. Please use another example. No be Emefiele. Emefiele no be Nigerian example. Ya jemekunu lori oro boy yen. Boy kan pe Emefiele yen. Hey, it's like people did not remember. It's like you people did not remember. Okay, I am here to remind you. Please now, I want to hear the people that are talking nonsense so that I can rapture you. Please, if you are watching on TikTok, double click the screen. I'm looking for my number one gifter. My number one gifter right now is Musazin. And my number two gifter is Muiz Kushanu. That's it right there. My number one and my number two gifter. I'm going to follow my number one and my number two gifter. Pop those money guns. Nobody don't pop one single money gun. Someone says, go and work and make your money. The work I'm doing here gets me more money than you, your father, your grandfather, and every single male child you will give birth to from your loins. Let me correct you. Wele biolori buruku shoti jeon this week. Shoti where this month. The kind person where you be that they ask you, say, you don't bath this week. You where they save money, where you want take go public bathroom, go bath. Me and you, they the same category. Opera and Prince called principality. Jawere lori live me e ma wo po no shi. E ba ri bo se ri. Irun gbon e da bi brush baba. Get out of my life and you share buruku. Please, if you are watching on TikTok, more people are buying my stars on Facebook. Coco Boy, thank you very much. Send me 1,200 stars. What's Sherry? Coco Boy. Send me 1,000 stars and above. Make I hail you right now. If not, I'm not going to talk about this politics again, Seth. My holding ransom, the multi-man saw. So let's talk about Dangote. We are coming back to Emefiele. Let's talk about Dangote. They say Dangote hire 11,000 Indians. And people are crying up and down that Dangote did not do well. Dangote did not do well. Dangote did not do well. Okay, let's have a conversation around this. When Dangote was opening his refinery, did your father give him land? How much money did your father borrow him to the point where you now believe that you are entitled to a job? Somebody using billions take open company so that he can make profit. You are now angry with the people he's hiring. So let me ask you, out of all of you here, I have 1,300 people watching me on Facebook, 752 on Instagram, 388 on TikTok, and 222 on Facebook. How many of you drive innocent cars? Type it. I drive innocent cars. Type it. All of you here, I can guarantee that 80% of you have cars. How many of you are driving innocent cars? Oh yeah, type it, type it, type it. Drive it and show me a picture on your profile with your innocent car. Oh yeah, let's start. Eh? How many of you are driving innocent cars? Let's do this. Quick. Let's do this. None of over 3,000 people watching me live now, you drive innocent cars. Send me a DM now. Don't go and show me a nuke. Show me a post on your page with your car. You'll be amazed you see 2% and you are angry. You walk past Innocent and you go and buy Toyota like we all do. You walk past Innocent and you go and buy BMW and Mercedes like we all do. But when it is Dangote's turn to invest his money, you want him to hire Nigerians. Why are you not driving Innocent? Why are you driving Mercedes? Answer me now. Why are you driving Toyota? Tell me. Someone say, I don't know where to buy innocent cars. But you expect Dangote to know where to employ Nigerians from. Talk to me now. I'm not blaming you for not driving. I've told you what my issues with innocent cars are. One, they are not cheap enough to match the cheap segment. And they are not luxurious enough to match the luxury segment. So they are in neither world. It's not like they are cheap, dirt cheap, so that you say, okay, you know what? I want to buy it because it's very cheap. It's not, they are not that cheap. And then they cannot. Do you know what Mercedes-Benz invested into their crumple zone technology? Some people are alive today because they had that accident in a Mercedes-Benz. Just Google BMW and Mercedes-Benz crumple zone technology. Or Volvo safety technology. Just Google it. Familiarize yourself. You will walk past Innocent. If you are truly a Nigerian and you want to support Nigeria, all of you should be driving Innocent. He good, he no good. He cheap, he no cheap. Una supposed to drive him. So you now expect Dangote, who invested his billions, more money than all your fathers here, if they combine all una papa together. I'm not saying this in a spiteful way. I'm telling you, in fact, all our papa plus me included. If they sell all our papa, you know, reach the money where Dangote take do refinery. There's none of you whose father is worth $10 million. Let alone the billions. How much did they say he spent? $6 billion. Some of you, they will sell you, sell your father, sell your village. You will not bring a meaningful contribution to that. And you are now expecting him. If he goes to employ Indians, do you know why? Because the experts probably advised him to. Stray bullet, meet una papa, meet una village chief. In fact, all the village principalities and powers that are worrying you, if you sell all, you know reach the money where Dangote take do refinery. So you, where waka pass innocent, no buy. Con dey vex with Dangote, where use money, where pass if they use your papa do ritual 10. You still no go buy, you no go bring 0.01% of the refinery. You are angry. Can we have a conversation around this? Have you ever tried employing a Nigerian before? Oh, I have many people on my staff. Yesterday, taste buds went to the backyard and saw somebody's bag. They opened the bag. The person boil food. One carry food, run, go house. He no cook beans. He no cook gari. He no carry fufu. He carry basmati rice. Do you know how much they sell basmati rice? Cook am. I get booking no. Okay, no, last month. So why did they alert me say I get bookings? The person don't pay. Let's talk about this. Baba, let me explain something to you. When you work with Nigerians, they will rob you. As in, they will steal all, as in, just start a business. Those of you that are commenting with your keypads, you don't run businesses. Taste buds, who ran a bakery and a yogurt production company in Port Harcourt, should sit down and tell you what it is like to hire Nigerians to work for you. Just sit down with her and ask. She was producing yogurt. At a point, the company was not making any profit. Why? Because people were throwing cartons of yogurt over the fence. They will connive, listen, production will connive with security and gas. They were throwing yogurt cartons over the fence. Bread bakers were conniving with distributors. They will take the bread out and bring it back and say nobody is buying. Then 2 days later, when it's going to look like this bread is going to, they'll tell you, one distributor said he wants to buy old bread at half price. They will round trip it because it's their deal. She hired somebody that was a pastor. Nobody me go tell her story. One day she go come, she go tell you her story. He was a pastor. He robbed her and robbed her and robbed her and robbed her and robbed her. She now sacked him. He now came to make trouble. He now brought fellow pastors. By the time taste buds begin the opening receipts, they were embarrassed on his behalf. I used to work in a company. My former boss, he carried Lebanese come. You see, every nation has their own problem. But there's one thing that you will see with foreigners that you not see in Nigeria. Foreigners don't have Nigeria's anyhowness. Somebody saw apron for taste buds for her culinary academy. By the way, the academy is opening. Come and patronize. Go and learn a skill. The WhatsApp number is +234 909 644 8433. Somebody please pin it for me. +234 909 644 8433. +234 909 644 8433. If you can't register, maybe you're out of the country, sponsor somebody to go and register. Let's talk about anyhowness. They sew apron. They can't sew the apron string. They no tag. They no hem the garment. Taste bud can't say, why you know hem am? She say, nobody go see am. That's Nigerian anyhowness. When you go abroad to a mechanic, they will never open your bonnet and start working on your car. They will put a cloth on your car. They will put a cloth on your bonnet. Thank you, Natural Gambia. Nigerian man, you will just hear spanner, pring, pring, for brand new motor. Pring, pring, spanner go dey drop. Pring, 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 pring. I was in the UK once. We just park motor. The driver don't come out go. That time, that was our first or second time in the UK, I think in 2006. One woman just opened door, use her door, jam one guy, golf. You know that nick? That is called the door ding. Now so the door ding the guy golf. The guy said, look at what you did to my car. People say, what is it now? Hey, just anyhowness. Baba, police come. They collect our driver insurance. The driver was so mad. He come they rake the woman and say, why you go open door? Hit the guy. The woman say, hey, boy, it's just a tiny thing. That's Nigeria for you. That's just a tiny thing. They are going to have to spray the whole door. And it's going to cost his insurance company $450. Now, so my neighbor too will be Nigerian. In Peking, they always write on top motto. Now, because of that, I don't notice him one day. He write for just small Peking, but like to play. And the people will tell him, say, no, don't. I see that kind of thing. Any day they go their house, they carry Uber. No, don't do that. Don't, no. And it you go, you are batty. Now, so we go, Jando. One guy can't see his girlfriend for the apartment building. Park Ferrari. Go upstairs, come back. By the time they come back, that same pikin don't run outside. Don't see Ferrari. Hey, don't use bottle top. Begin the ride for the paint. Brand new F8. But the guy was a very me. I for don't shout before you not hear anything. I go to carry the pikin go. Any day you fix my car, I can't carry your pikin. Me we are nowhere. Ma gbọ́ ọmọ yẹn lọ ni. Ọmọ yẹn ti di property mi. Ilé mi ló máa dàgbà sí, orúkọ mi ló máa jẹ́, it go answer my name. Guess what? The paint on that car was a special, I've forgotten the name of the paint. It is an 18,000 pound option. Now, Ferrari UK could not do that color combination. So they had to freight it to Germany. Germany was the closest place where they could get that color, that work done. So they had to ship it, truck it to Germany, fix it and truck it back. The bill was almost $20,000, 20,000 pounds. I will take care of the child very well, but they don't turn my pikin. Go answer my name. Oh, trust you. No. If the child like me, cry for here to tomorrow, I go tell her, say, you no get baba again, and me be your baba. Until baba can repair my $18,000 door. So, you see what the problem is? We don't take things, we take things on a superficial view. Hey, is it not just anyhow? Baba, I wish I can show you the paint, how they paint my car, my house. The guy who they paint my house, his name na Evans. So that I'm a very, as you see me, as when I go just think say wicked, I'm not too wicked too much like that too. I get very soft heart. Because when I was building my house, Evans was one of the upcoming painters. I decided to keep employing Evans. Baba, I go buy nylon, say Evans, cover everything. I go buy sellotape, Evans, tape everything. My black door or brown door will have the white paint on it. Evans cannot paint and not paint door, paint fan, paint child. Evans go paint. If your laptop dey inside room where Evans dey paint, Evans go paint your laptop join your room. After using this guy for about 6 years, I decided that because I want to help somebody, I can now not come and devalue my property. Taste Buds, because we are doing some renovation and because there's work on the Taste Buds Culinary Academy, Taste Buds now hired her own painter. I see the painter work. I say, now you go to do my work from today on. Baba, this guy will paint 90% of Nigeria. They will not roll. Now, the worst part with Evans, and this is what you get from 90% of Nigerian workers, Evans will collect your work. Me, the first time he do it for me, he do the work, collect the whole money from my hand. He can't go. The next day, I can't inside sun. When sun can't come out, I can't see patches of where he supposed paint, where he no paint. I call him. He no pick my call. I know say one day he go hungry again, come meet me saying one paint. Now so he come back another time again saying he wants to say in this sorry, blah blah. I say no problem. Paint my house. What are the materials you need? He mentioned. I say write all down. Now me enter market go buy the materials. So I say make he start work, make he work the whole day. Can't work when he close. I give him 5,000 naira out of the 70,000 where I promise him. He say, and 5,000. I say go. When you come back tomorrow and I'm satisfied with your work, I will give you the balance. He said, okay, I say, I will give you your money, you will go. Then tomorrow I will see. Of course, by the time day break, I see nonsense everywhere. He come again. Now, luckily for me, balance in my hand. Guess what? Despite the fact that Evans' balance was in my hand, he did not show up for 2 weeks. He did not show up for 2 weeks. You know what he did? He wanted to rush my job, collect the money, and go and do another person's work. When he came back, he do the work, finish. As usual, he came late, cried that he witnessed an accident. I say, okay, calm down, no problem. Me, I go pet you, but that 1 naira, you know, go collect. He ain't come finish the work again. He started late, finished late. Wanted his money. I gave him another 5K. I said, you will come back tomorrow again and I'll be sure the work is done perfectly well. Now, I have a black railing in my hand. Evans, they paint them with brush. Now, the problem with brush painting is each time you paint with brush, it will look very rough because there's paint under. Now, so I go hire one guy with the paint door. Evans begin to fight the guy. Say, lie, oh. Say, he no go allow this guy walk. Say, no. I can't look and say, why? Okay, because the guy sabi the walk past you. They fear say, go collect your work. I just they look and they laugh. That's my story with Evans. So, make I can't tell you my story with the carport guy. Guy we build my carport under where I park my cars. So, we built the carport about 4 years ago. You know, everything, we live near the beach. My house is walking distance from the bar beach. Not bar beach, one of the beaches, sir. Literally walking distance, a 5-minute walk. So the breeze we day here now very breezy, very beachy breeze. Now so carport begin the rust. Yes, it was. So it was 2021 we built, no. 2019 we built the carport. How do you know? How do you remember? Huh? So, wait till I call the talk before this boy interrupt me. So, I come call my guy, carport. He give me heavy bill. Say, go do it like this. You go do it like that. Oh, this. Oh, that. Hey, he needs this. He needs that. He shall talk. Plenty talking. Okay. No problem. Now I give him money. The guy saying, go come, carry one boy along, go come. Then they go do one small thing that day. They don't collect money. In Congo. I can't begin to call this guy. 2 weeks later, after this guy don't collect my money, 2 weeks later, this guy no gree pick my call. And I give them money up front. This boss always tells me, don't give them money up. But I just feel that these people are already struggling. Why am I just feel that if I give you the money, how much is the money? 80K, 100K, do the work and... Omo, 2 weeks, this guy never come. I dey call him, he dey cut my phone. I dey call him, he no go pick my call. I dey call him. Omo na so. And this guy don't dash him money before randomly. Go just call me saying broke. I just send him 5K. Nobody say he work for me, do anything. No, I just dash him money. Omo na so one day, I was about to call him and tell him never in his life should ever come. That I will look for somebody else to do the work. That the money where I don't give him, I don't dash him. My spirit just say, calm down. I just calm down. I just call him. He no pick. I call him like 5 times. I try to make it look urgent. Back to back. They call him, he no pick. I just send him one line. So, but this one where they call you, where you no pick. My neighbor won't do carport to person will never pick my call in 3 weeks. I drop the phone, go do something. By the time I come out, I see 16 missed calls. I say, we're loving, we're sha. Person will no pick my call in 3 weeks. As I tell her, I say, work day, when go make money. I don't talk this story before. I'm telling you. Baba, na so this guy begin call. Person when day Ibadan. All of a sudden, he appear for my house the next day. He said, I say, make it come for 8 o'clock. I know say no go fit reach that 8 o'clock. And I say, if you come for that 8 o'clock, I no go wake answer and I shall manage come. I can't go to knock my neighbor door. My neighbor where I know say the Yankee. I go to knock in door, say, I can't they call another one of my phones with my own phone. Baba, all of us, they do this Yahoo. Now I use my own phone, call another phone. I say, and he was waiting for you, eh? But you see, the problem is, he complained about how slow you are about building my own. He said, no, I'll no be like that. Say, I go finish this work now. I look at him like this. Work where you don't do nearly 3 weeks. But that day, they nearly finished the work. The next day, come, he finished the whole work. From that day to today, I never pick in call. From that day till today, I never pick in call. He still called me like a week ago. This thing I said is about a year ago, almost a year ago. Sorry, hungry, they catch me. And I'm on a fruit and nut diet. So cashew. So that I will fit chop sugar for Friday. You will never get that abroad. If you do, you can sue. Ada Blessing, how are you, my darling? Happy birthday. Please, if you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Oh. Where are my money guns, TikTok people? Where are my money guns, oh? Happy birthday, Ada. No, say DF na agba Yahoo alone. I mean to kọjá Yahoo mo ti di Gmail. Now, the guy doing the carport, the guy sabi in work. Nobody say the guy no sabi in work. The guy sabi in work. The guy sabi him work, but he's unreliable. That is the problem with Nigerians. That is the problem with Nigerians. Do I want to carry somebody with what God cannot do mentality to go and be running my business? So, my former boss be like say Naija people do a strong thing. Baba, if you've ever worked in a Nigerian company before, that cabal where you receive for government, now so it be inside company. Oh, at the top go there, at the top go there. That cabal where you see for company, that cabal, hey, somebody just sent me something. Oh, thank you so much. Another person sent me super chats and super stickers. Imole, transformational message is contagious to the ignorance. Those with hindsight are keen followers. More light, bro. Thank you so much, Imole. Send me 10 pounds. If you're watching on Instagram, go to YouTube. Sorry, go to Facebook. Search for Daddy Freeze. DADDYFREEZE. Bottom left-hand corner, you will see how to buy my stars. Bottom left-hand corner on Facebook, you will see how to buy my stars. If you're watching on YouTube people, you are enjoying the message. 284 of you are watching. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Come and buy my stars. Come and buy my my super stickers and super chats. I'm not going to read any message on YouTube unless it's with super stars or super stickers. Now, I'm also going to talk about another thing that you guys want to hear about. Minimum wage. I swear to God, I don't feel like me for this life. And I don't blame una. And I don't need una to like me. The contact is for Taste Buds Culinary Academy. If you want to learn how to cook, if you want to learn how to be a chef, I beg you, check that out. You'll be glad you did. Now, my former boss hired Indians, Filipinos, Lebanese. Even the transformer engineer was Romanian. They used to bring him from Romania to come and fix the engineer, to come and fix the transformer, the transmitter. Now, why did he not hire Nigerians? Let me tell you a story about Nigerians. That cabal where they get for government. I'm gonna put this thing far away from me. I'll finish eating it. You want some? You like cashew nuts, are you? Oh yeah, give me your hand. I bought this thing yesterday. The whole bottle. I don't chop and reach like this. And they chop them like food. And it's no good though. Yeah, keep it far away from me. So far. No, not in your room. Ah. I want to use goat.
I wanted to keep it there.
I want to use goat. Protect my yam. Equivalent Temi. We must protest for increased salary. Obviously, I'm sorry, brother. Me, if you don't get sense. It's not financial. By the time I'm done, I'll explain to you from an economic point of view. As a government, personally, I'll never increase minimum wage. And I'll explain to you why. But let me first finish with this Dangote refinery. So Dangote no borrow money from your papa. You no collect land from your papa. He open refinery and you want make it hire your papa. No be juju be that. Dear Dangote, hire professionals that will meet deadlines and not do your work anyhow. Oh, not be anybody money you use take do. You use take do refinery. Oh, hire the people who go sabi the work. Oh, the same people. If the business fails, these are the same people that come and say, Dangote does not know how to run business. Dangote not mind them. Oh. Hire the people who sabi do the work new, whether they be Chinese or they be Egyptian, whether they be alien or they be winch or mami water. Anybody who sabi do the work now make you hire. Oh. Quota system na problem. Oh. Quota system, our football is evidence that quota system does not work. If we have 10 best footballers from Akwa Ibom, no need to put Yoruba inside. No need. Carry the Akwa Ibom when Sabi play the ball. Make them go win the game. Igbo must not be there. Yoruba must not be there. Hausa must not be there. If na Igbo, you get 10, 12, the best players for Nigeria. All 12 of them na Bini, or all 12 of them na Edo, or all 12 of them na Igbo, or all 12 of them na Fulani. Hire only them. But you know wetin? Nigeria go get Okocha, wey be football genius, Igbo boy. They will get Rashidi Yekini, football genius, maybe Yoruba boy. But then, because they must have quota across the country, they go bring one comedian where go they score own goal. That is why we don't do well in tournaments. It's not done on merit. Unmerited favor is Nigeria's biggest problem. Say that with me. Unmerited favor is our biggest problem. If everybody in the team is from Bayelsa State, Yoruba go and learn how to play better. Igbo go and learn how to play better. Calabar go and learn how to play better. Hausa go and learn how to play better. They must not say 5 from Hausa, 2 from Yoruba, 3 from Igbo, 10 from... No! Get the best. You create mediocrity. Get the best players. Get the best workers. Whether they are from your tribe or not. Get the best. And if the best for Dangote are Indians, let him hire them. Your federal parastatals are failing because they are employing people who are not qualified. You don't ever see Nigerians do civil service work before. They'll come late, close early, gossip the whole day. You don't ever see abroad people they work. Anybody where they work abroad, if they pay you for 6 hours work, trust me, you will not put your leg up for 10 minutes inside that 6 hours. That 6 hours, you will work every minute of that 6 hours. By the time you are done, you are exhausted. Those people where they do 2 jobs for abroad, I cut cap for them. Everybody if you do 5 jobs for Nigeria. Some people if you do 3 jobs for Nigeria self concurrently, you go come 3 office, go greet them, hello, 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 go the next office, hello, hello, and they work for all. Hire the best. When Dangote was setting up his refinery, did he tell you he was setting up a palliative measure refinery? Did he tell you he was creating a charity project? Did he tell you he wanted to start an orphanage? Orphans. He will dash you money at the end of the month. How did we descend into this cesspit? Everybody is angry. Dangote wants to hire 11,000. What do you want to offer Dangote? What do you want to offer him? So that you can go there and go and join with your fellows and rob him blind? Please, oh, The orphanage that they employed people from the state, they are not working. Kaduna refinery is not working. How many how many refineries that they hired Nigerians in? How many of them are standing today? You are going, as in you will be. I don't tell you, I know they talk this kind of matter again. Because, Baba, I will never descend to the level you have descended intellectually. Some of you are intellectual midgets. Some of you are intellectual pygmies. Cognitive dwarfs. I'm asking you, how many refineries in this Nigeria where they hired Nigerians are still functioning till today? So any Eleni Baba Oni Baba, we're using whole life savings, go do refinery, make it come hire una again, make una help and chop am. Of course, they will give him a quota, which, as far as I'm concerned, is the most silly of things. Instead of hiring professionals, they'll be for. Listen, if I was the government, my business with Dangote is give us cheap fuel, repair the area where the refinery is, build schools, build hospitals, but that you hire them, hire only the ones of them that will do the work, not the ones that will come to the office and gossip, and the other ones that will come to the office and do TikTok video. Somebody said, I never regret buying land instead of data to listen to Daddy Freeze. I have to screenshot that compliment. Hey, I have to screenshot that compliment. I've missed it. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh, I need to look for that comment. The guy said, I will never regret buying land. I be listening to buying data to listen to Daddy Freeze instead of buying land. I can't see the comment again. I want to screenshot it. I have seen it. He say no go ever regret him. Aliko, now your name I go call you now. Aliko. Hire the people who go work for you, Neo. The ones who go deliver. No go hire only Nigerians. Want to say they say make you hire. And no mind them. Hire the people who go work. Oh. If that refinery no work, nobody go help you pay the gbese. Oh. Nobody go help you pay the gbese. Hire the people who fit work. If I was the government, I would say every year you must build one hospital. Every year you must build one school. Every year you must, but that refinery, let's make it profitable. Let's make the refinery profitable. Let it not look like Nigerian team. Just look at Nigerian team where they go play football. It is a mirror image of Nigerian refineries that failed. Ajaokuta, so you see ACB hiring Nigerians. I'm not saying don't hire Nigerians, so hire the ones who sabi the work new. Sit down with Elon Musk. Sit down with Elon Church. Sit down with Mark Zuckerberg. Sit down with Matthew Zuckerberg. Sit down with Bill Gates. And sit down with Bill Fence. And ask all of them how they run their businesses successfully. And follow them. No follow Nigerians when they cry for social media. They'll come use your office dance TikTok new. Somebody just sent me 1,000 stars on Facebook. Be like, see people finally there. Sean Caesar. He hired more Nigerians than Indians. Nigerians expect him to hire all Nigerians, which makes no business sense. God will bless you. They say Kuku hire 20-something thousand Nigerians. So Me, as they see me, me. That's why I don't do business. Is it the guy? I just told you the story of the guy where do my carport. I just told you the story of Evans. I just told you the story of our staff. Where thief, where no see beans thief, you no see yam thief, you no see fufu thief, you no see gari thief. He thief basmati rice, boil and cook. Those are the people you want me to hire? We need to do better. Until we learn professional work ethics. I'm not saying that there are no Nigerians that are good though. If you want to employ 30,000 and you find 30,000 good Nigerians, employ 30,000 good Nigerians. But if you want to hire 30,000 and inside that 30,000 you find 20 good Nigerians, let me tell you, as far as I'm concerned, Nigerians should go and get a president from Canada or China or Singapore. We don't even need, we can't even rule ourselves. There is no Nigerian leader, including Peter Obi, that will make ordinary councilman in England. The one way I believe saying best among Nigerians, if they go, if you win council election for England, where they listen to radio when they just announce that their woman before this, their Indian guy coming. If you see the way that they bash am for radio, Baba, I swear, I think so I get thick skin. If they cost me like that, I fit jump from building or long Oba. Aduale 3704 says shut up DF. Instead of your name being Adu Ali, just change it to Omo Ali. Because no be say I dey curse you, but mo baba to be owo silo dem ma fi juwe le yin to ma fi kuwere. Rapture were danu. Only shut up. Omo Ali, name Ali dey inside. Omo ta won bi sita ni, ko mo baba e. O comment tó ń gùn ìyá ẹ̀ dédé ni. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't even want what is it called? I don't even want Nigerians to rule Nigeria. Let's go and get somebody from Singapore that will know the work. Let's pay him. Pay him to be our president. How much you charge to run Nigeria for 8 years? And we go negotiate and we go give him the money, make you run the country. Then we go other countries, go high, make every state bring employment. Make them put out for online. Governorship. Can you be a governor in Nigeria? Baba, by the time they bring Chinese governor for Rivers State, they bring British governor for your state, Indian governor for Ekiti State, Singaporean governor for Lagos State, and Filipino president for Nigeria. May we give them deliveries. Everything go work. We can't even rule ourselves. You want us to run businesses. My question is, the refineries that were run by Nigerians, how many of them are standing today? Answer me. How many are standing today? Please, Aliko, I will call your first name. Aliko, did they hear me? Hire the people who sabi the work. No let anybody tell you say who to. If Nigerians sabi the work, hire them. If Nigerians no sabi the work, no hire them. Hire Indian, hire Filipino, hire Romania, hire anybody where you like. We go do the work. Because one day if your business fail, not call my name. I no borrow you 1 naira. I know they play 1 naira like this. I no go borrow you if your business fail. So they listen to people, they talk, hey, he's not hiring us, hiring you people to come and dance TikTok video inside his office. Please, let's talk to one another. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, if you're enjoying today's life, I don't talk, so I don't go do politics. But if you know you enjoy, double click my screen on TikTok. Where are my money guns? Where are my super chats? You see, if now relationship at the talk now, everywhere go just full. Super chat, super stickers. Everywhere go just full. Double click my screen. Knock that screen if they watch for TikTok, make your hand begin paying you. If your hand never begin paying you, never do the work where the assignment where I give you. Baba, you'll be amazed that you hire 14 Nigerian Chinese senators. You no go even need to buy them car, they go use Uber. Just give them their salary. You no need to give them official car. One go Uber. They go enter Uber, can't do the work. Somebody said they should hire Nigerians and train them. Can you train somebody not to be professional? You can't train somebody when no they professional to be professional. Someone says, how can I appreciate your good work? I can send you my account details if you want. I don't mind. How can I appreciate you? I don't mind. I mean, how R. Kelly sing that song that year. Made man, you say Peter Obi can do far better than Tinubu. I sincerely doubt it, but it's your opinion and you are entitled to it. I like people to have their opinions. I don't discourage people to have their opinions. Your opinion, you can have it. Whatever you believe is fine. I just don't believe it. Now, let us talk about minimum wage. You see, most of you, like your parents, will not go school. And the ones of you will go school, as in your learning, you escort person go to school. Nobody say you really go to school. Because now not to get sense. Sometimes at the bow, that the freeze go gather 2,000, 3,000 people online. Tell them, say they not get sense. But they know, so they know if you argue. Let me explain why minimum wage is a problem. You see, minimum wage destroys the private sector. I'll explain to you how. Right now, Nigeria is suffering. So let's imagine we increase the minimum wage to 100,000 naira. Government that does not have money will be mandated to pay its workers that don't work 100,000 naira a month. Okay. The real work is from the private sector. Go to the ministries. They are closed by 4 o'clock. Go to the mechanic village. They use cane drive mechanic at. Baba, you never go mechanic village before. Some of them go carry the motor, go outside, go, they walk, they go. They go lock the village. Mechanic go outside, they walk, they go. Civil service, work where they close by 4. Some people don't come out by 3:30. Now, somebody said some Nigerians are doing well abroad professionally. Do you know why? Because you are not surrounded with your tribal people. You are not surrounded with your mates. One of the problems we have with Nigerians working in Nigeria is they are able to form coalitions with one another. You will see a marketing team that all of them are thieves and they will come together to rob. As money they come in, they first cut their own. I saw it happen. Now, let's talk about simply minimum wage before I start making noise on TikTok. Come on, I know they buy my... Fizzy Boy is my #1 gifter. Sounds of Afro Daily is my #2 gifter. I'm looking for my #1 and my #2 gifter. If you're my #1 and my #2 gifter, I will follow you and I'll get everybody else to follow you. Fumi just sent me a money gun. She's automatically my #1 gifter. Big shout out to her. Fumi Dauda, I love you, sis. All right. That's my #1 gifter. Make some noise. Everybody follow my #1 gifter. Follow my #1 gifter on TikTok. So let's talk about minimum wage. The parastatals, the state, federal, and state parastatals are going to be forced to pay that 100,000 a month to people who really don't work that much. And then the private sector, who pay lots of taxes, multiple taxation. Let me lock the comment section so people can be attentive. These people are now going to have to increase. So Taste Buds, for instance, we employ 20 people to work for her. and probably pays 60K per person is now going to pay 100K minimum. You know what the first thing someone like this got to do? She will cut her workforce because the profit is not going to increase. So the first thing the private sector does is unemployment. More people are going to go into the unemployment market. I remember when I was in Cool FM and there was an economic crisis, they came to meet us. They said we have two options. Is that they sack some people or we take a pay cut. I took a 100,000 naira pay cut in 2016. And when I was leaving in 2022, they had still not increased my salary. Before then, in 2016, I was earning 300 and something thousand naira a month, which was about $2,000. There was a recession. They sat us down. They said, we have to take a pay cut. They cut my salary from 360,000 to 266,000 naira. 100K was what they took off. The option was, should we all take a pay cut or should they sack some people? So we all came together and said, let's take a pay cut so they don't sack some people. Some people actually wanted them to sack whoever they didn't want a pay cut. Some people can be selfish. So when it comes to increase when it becomes the law that you cannot pay anybody less than 100,000 naira and your company is not being compensated by extra income or lower taxes, the first thing that any reasonable company does to stay afloat is cut the workforce. So when there is an increase in minimum wage, which I hope they do, because that's the only way the people will be okay, because they don't think. So the only way to pacify them is make them feel like they are doing something. But you see, minimum wage, if you ask me, is a scam. They're going to make you feel good because your salary is going to go up. But guess what? The tomato is going to go up. The dollar is going to go higher. So you have more money, but the more money you have is going to have less spending power. Someone said, DF, drop your account number and should be tagged, please. Who can help me with my account number? Adrian says I should. Desperado, thank you for your gifts. Big shout out on TikTok. Double click my screen. Am I making sense to you guys? There's going to be more money. There are going to be more taxes. They're going to be... Everything you're going to go is going to increase. So it's like you are collecting 50K and they are selling Okada 25,000 naira. So every month you can buy 2 Okada. They increase your salary to 100K. Okada now becomes 50K. So at the end of the month, you have more money, but you buy the same 2 Okada. So you have more money, but you don't have more spending power. Oh, let's differentiate between money and spending power. Somebody asked for my account number, Andrenice77. Can somebody help me? I'm not saying anything else. I did not ask you to ask for my account number, but since you asked, can somebody please pop that right there? If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Who is my number 1 gifter? Fumi Dauda, love you, sis. Who is my number 2 gifter? Efizi Boy. Big shout out to you, brother. Big shout out, Efizi Boy. That's my number 2 gifter. Funds is my number 4 gifter. Desperado is my number 3 gifter. Keep popping those money guns. How do I buy stars on Facebook? Fantastic. Go to Facebook. Search for Daddy Freeze. DADDYFREEZE. Scroll down bottom left hand corner. You will see how to buy my stars. I am Chimeziwo put his account, so he's been raptured. Son of Iyuku 101 131 7326. Thank you very much. I'm pinning it. Anybody that puts his account right now, you will be raptured. So let's talk about the difference between money and buying or spending power. I'll use the dollar as an example. If your salary was 500,000 naira a month last year, when dollar was 650, if your salary was $500,000 a month divided by 650, you were earning $769 a month. Your salary has not changed. Earlier this year, dollar became 750. Your salary dropped to $666 a month, from 7 something to 6 something. But guess what? If you were earning that same money in dollars, let's say every month your salary was $1,000. When it was 650, your salary would have been 650,000 naira. When it was 750, your salary would have been 750,000 naira. Now that it is 850, your salary will be 850,000 naira. You have more money in naira, but you don't necessarily have more spending power, because I'll give you an example. Taste Buds and I wanted to do CCTV camera for her office. They gave us a bill of 150K like 3 months ago. Because we had other pressing issues, we focused on that and called the guy back. I said, hey, when do you want to start? He said, Baba, the price is not the same again, no. The price now 300K. Ha! Within 3 months. He said, so we see Amo. So you that were earning 650, that are now earning 850, you have more money, but you have the same buying power. Plus or minus a few here and there. I don't know if I'm connecting with you. Your money and your buying power are different. Once minimum wage goes up, people will smile, people will be happy, but their buying power has not gone up. More people will be likely to lose their jobs. Governments are going to start to owe money. The money that, when they were paying you 50,000 naira a month, they've not finished paying your salary, they are owing you salary. It is when the salary is now 100,000 that they will pay it, Abi, because you borrow them money to pay it. So you see, oh, someone said, please correct your account number 101. Oh, sorry, it's 100 131 7326. 100 131 7326. 100 131 7326. Zenith Bank. Thank you. I've put it back up. This thing that I'm teaching you is free of charge. We only accept gifts, voluntary gifts. Nobody is even asking for the gifts. Now, when I volunteer, I say, when I go buy gifts. So, all of you, hey, somebody bought me a lion on TikTok. Thank you so much. All of you, someone said he's been struggling. All of you are very quick to jump and say, let's have more minimum wage increase. No. What you should fight for now is that government should subsidize food. Wherever they can make that money from, they should force food prices down. If food prices come down, everything will follow. Food first. Once food is cheap, nothing else matters. Nice Kewe says, Ole, your father at home is Ole Nu Ireke. Your father is the king of Eleribus, and he gave birth to you a daughter of an Eleribu. Tiedemata Odemashufu. Since you decided to be unfortunate on a Wednesday evening, thank you very much. Can you please leave? So I know the government is going to increase the minimum wage. No doubt. The government right now is shaky. Oh, now don't shout, shout, shout. They don't want to not trouble. But let me warn you, you will only laugh about it. It's when you go to the market the next day that the reality will dawn on you. The reality will dawn on you, Neo. You will know how it is when you go to the market and you see that what, oh, you think that the government will increase your salary and the dollar will remain the same. Some people are saying, oh, she wasn't referring to me. Please don't be careful where you're, because people too they attack me, so they always fire back. No vex. My sister, no vex. So I'm very quick to apologize for one thing about me. I know I want you offend me and you say, oh, no be you, I go apologize sharp, and I don't have it. And even person where I curse me, as I don't curse you back, it don't come out from my mind. If you say sorry, I mean, sorry, oh, we love each other, oh, no vex, so nice care, we love you, sis, mwah, mwah. So let's be very intentional with what we're asking for. But you see, right now, we have already bent the government's hand. So the government is going to do anything just to bring peace. So you might think that what they're doing is in your favor, but in all honesty, what they're doing is just to buy time and calm you down. It is not in your or my favor to have increase in minimum wage. Cost of living is going to go up. And when cost of living goes up, inflation will hit again. So you just have more money to buy the same thing. It's like you have 10K and 10K can buy you 3 biscuits, and they increase your money to 50K. And the 50K can buy you exactly 3 biscuits or maybe 3.5 biscuits. So it's not worth it. It's not worth it. What we should put the government under pressure to do is to make food cheap and affordable. Start with food. From food, the next most important thing is electricity. The discos and the telcos need to be under pressure to deliver. The discos and the telcos need to be under pressure to deliver. The government needs to be on them. They need to seize licenses. They need to put pressure on people. Security is not as important as food. Food is more important than security. After food is power. After power is security. Lord Trucker, thank you for the money gone. That's the order. Food, electricity, power. Electricity itself is a form of security. Allow cheap cars to come in. I know this might hurt the local production, but that way people can. Nigeria is not a country where transportation works. Nigeria is not New York. Nigeria is not the UK. In the UK, you don't need a car. In Nigeria, you need a car. If cars are cheaper, by cars being cheaper, I mean port duties coming down. People can get better cars to do Uber. People can invest, can bring in cars and sell. Business will begin to move. So first things first is food. Second thing is electricity, which the government can actually do. Just sit on the necks of the telcos and the gencos. The third thing, forget education. Education is not important. In my humble opinion, education is not important. Person will never chop, you want to educate them. As far as I'm concerned, there are too many people in universities in Nigeria. University education right now is, I will say it anywhere, is overrated. Forget Forget fuel price. Bring down food. After food, electricity. You want to go school without electricity. After electricity, security. After security, health care. After health care, housing. After housing, then education. Then education. Basic needs first. Basic needs first. You see, my problem with Nigerians is Nigerians like people to cry with them. I brought Wilfred Asukwo on my live yesterday, and Wilfred Asukwo was teaching people how to make dollars in Nigeria. I always say this: any investment you make with anybody on my platform is done at your own risk. Don't come and hold me, because some people will not know what to do or not do it right, and then not make it, and then be looking for who to lock their shit. I say it all the time. Any investment you do with anybody you meet on my platform is done at your own risk. But the thing is, this young man was teaching people how to become scrum masters and agile coaches. And people were coming there and said, Daddy Freeze, what are you talking about? Can't you talk about the hardship in the country? It's like you love the hardship. People like me, I don't cry when I see a problem. Sometimes I cry, but very rarely. And I don't encourage people to cry, especially men. The first thing that comes to my mind is, how do we solve this? Crying will not solve the problem. How do I solve the problem? So, and he said something on my live. He is a chemist. He studied applied chemistry. He went to school to become a pilot. So he went to aviation school, became a pilot. He doesn't need any of those 2 degrees to do the work he's doing today. He doesn't need his degrees. So primary education is a necessity. Secondary education is important. University education is a luxury. I don't need my university degree to do the work I'm doing. I don't. Never needed it for anything. Let me tell you how bad it is. If I had a degree in history, I had a degree in sociology. If I had it from history, for philosophy, from political science, it would have been exactly the same thing. The day I got admission into the university, that day I also joined the radio station in Ibadan called BCOS. And I started working there. My auntie that time was Auntie Shade. She was our head of programs. I learned on the job. I wouldn't say my education was useless, because the philosophy and the psychology and the sociology I learned in the university, I learned about Karl Marx and Marxism and sociology and all that. It helped me in my job. But without it, I still would have done the job. I had worked in Cool FM for 10 years before they now woke up one day and said, we need to have everybody's CV. I just look at them like this. The CV way would I not get when I employed me 10 years ago, and now I want to collect. I said, I come out from my front, Joe. I literally told them to F off. If you want to sack me because I don't have degree and I don't know where my NYSC is, sack me now. I worked there for another 11 years after that day. The problem with us in Nigeria is we focus too much on education and then too little on skill sets. That's why I will never make education a priority for a hungry nation. Fix food. All those countries are talking abroad, food, everybody can eat. Everybody can eat. Fixed power. Everybody in the UK has power. Everybody in the UK has power. Then fix security. Before you can start thinking of education. And this education, forget it. If they increase university degree, I don't care. It's just make sure that primary schools are good and standard. Secondary schools are good and standard. If they want to increase university degree to £1,000 a year, let them do it. These ones that have entered university, don't increase for them. But just warn them that 4 years from now, all of you will did this school now go finish. And the next set now, £1,000 now go they pay. Then only the people that deserve to be in school will be in school. The rest go and use their hand to go and learn work like I did. I learned how to do radio on the job. And let me tell you a story. When I was in 200 level, Poly Ibadan and University Ibadan students that came on industrial attachment, they were understudying me. I was the one filling their, what was that thing called, log book. I had people in 400 level communication and language arts that were begging me, please write something nice. You know, this thing, my IT is very important. And I will write something nice for them just to pity them, because even though I know that they are not trainable. Highly skilled migration is more valuable even than highly educated migration. People want, in developed societies, what they look for are your skills. Just make sure primary education is standard and good. Secondary education is standard and good. Any other education after that should be optional. Nigerian man, you will see somebody that has PhD. I'm not saying PhD is bad, but for somebody like me, what do I want to do with PhD? Why do I want to frustrate myself for another 4 years? Is it going to make me richer? No. It's not going to make me richer. Right now, if you know the kind of talks I'm in with my management companies, the kind of pressure I'm putting them on, it is how they will open my badges on Instagram that is my worry now. How they will monetize my videos on TikTok. That's the conversations we're having. Not that I want to go and read more book. More book that, okay, so if I had a PhD, automatically now, I will come online now and my CPM will increase to $100. Or I'll have more job satisfaction. No. I created a niche for myself. When I went to the radio, at a time when radio was not popular and profitable. I remember one of my father's doctors sat me down one day, because my father had a hospital. He still has a hospital. He said, do you know the highest amount you can ever make on the radio was 10,000 naira? I was not discouraged. I suffered. I toiled. But I was able to build a house in Lekki and drive a Range Rover from radio station work. A lot of people don't understand this. A lot of people cannot relate to it. And I also do not blame them. But these are realities that Nigerians must accept. So, minimum wage is not the solution to the crisis. The solution to the crisis is bringing down inflation, and the government can do it quickly. So those are my thoughts. What are my comments? The people asking, what's your account number? Your account number is not working. Account. I don't give her the account number. 1 naira, I no put inside. When I ask for the account number, 101 100 131 7326. I could put them there. Oh yeah. I want to see your comments. So I'm going here to read comments. Now comment reading time now with this. So comment reading time. Comment reading time. Let me open login with another account. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Double click the screen. Sorry, I can't see your comments because I think after 2 hours, if I've been live for 2 hours, I won't be able to see Instagram comments. Live for 2 hours, I won't be able to see Instagram comments. All right, let me calm down my voice. I'm shouting. So skill matters. And skill matters a whole lot. Skill matters a whole lot. The emphasis, like I'll always say, should never be on increasing minimum wage, but instead increase the value for the money that we are spending. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. See why I don't like talking about politics. So saying I gist now for I don't have my sins. And they still will not learn. Duchess, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Good evening.
Good evening. So what are your thoughts? Let me hear your thoughts.
This topic is giving me goosebumps because I don't understand.
Okay.
How many million Nigerian youth doesn't have anything? Not like they don't have a well-paying job. They don't have anything doing. Currently, as I'm talking to you, I'm in India. India won't offer you the lowest job in their country as a foreigner. The only people who get jobs, legit jobs in their country, is if you're a citizen. So how is this good job opportunity, this very one good job opportunity that I've been, this is my first time of like hearing someone from my country actually doing something that will favor the youth of that same country, employing foreigners that can't even give we, the Africans in their own country, works to do. I don't understand.
Let me ask you a question. When you set up a business, what do you set up the business for? Do you set it up for charity or do you set it up to make money?
To make money.
Good. So, whatever decision the person who set the business up to make money took, as long as he is making his profit, let's not run and say he should employ us. He should employ who is capable. If he thinks the Indians are more, because let me tell you, I've spent the whole day explaining this thing to Nigerians. I told the story of the person that does my carport. I paid him money and ran away with the money for 2 weeks. Until I had to lie to him that my neighbor wants to do carport. That's when he finally came. Nigerian anyhowness. Nigerians don't pay attention to detail. Nigerians will take your money and not show up for the work. Thank God this wife is currently building her academy. Every day she's on the phone shouting. Somebody will tell you he's on his way now. Meanwhile, he's not going to show up for another 2 days. And he's on his way. You hear him in the bus. He's telling you he's coming. So until we're able to address Nigerian anyhowness, Nigerian entitlement. So somebody opened a business. Did he tell you he was opening an orphanage? Did he tell you he was opening a welfare center? He's opening a business. Hold on. What you should ask him is, what are you going to do for the community? If you say every year you must build a school, or you must refurbish a school, or you must build a hospital, or you must give back this, and that, is understood. But when it comes to the professionals, now, if he hires the Indians and then he starts bringing in Nigerians and training them, it's a totally different thing. But I would never tell somebody to, the government borrow him money.
No.
So let me ask you a question. When you were in Nigeria, did you own a car?
No.
Did your parents own a car?
Yes.
Okay. What car did your dad drive?
That was a Toyota Camry.
Toyota. What about your mom?
Same car.
Toyota Camry. Why didn't your parents go and buy Innoson?
You know?
You are very quick to blame Dangote for not hiring Nigerians. But you walk past Innoson, where did they say Innoson? You go buy Toyota. Anybody that buys Toyota or Honda or Mercedes-Benz is as guilty as the people who choose to employ other nationalities, because you know that Toyota has higher second-hand value than Innoson. You know that Toyota's spare parts are readily available compared to Innoson. You know that mechanic that can fix Toyota is also readily available compared to mechanic that can fix Innoson. And you know that at the end of the day, you can carry your Toyota to Cotonou and go and sell. For you to sell your Innoson, there will be a bit of a struggle. I'm not in any way saying Innoson motors are not good, but I'm just explaining what Dangote did to you on a macro level, on a micro level. When you want to go and buy television, there are Nigerian made televisions called Omatech. What television do you have in your house?
Panasonic.
You open your eye, you pass Omatech, you go buy Panasonic.
But that the freeze, we still have the serious ones. We still have the dedicated ones who are ready to give you their best.
Then they should apply. Dangote, according to the reports, has already employed 22,000 people that are Nigerians. He just also is employing another 11,000 Indians. He is also looking for who will do the job well at a good price and have professionalism intact. My thoughts. What are your thoughts? Do you have anything?
I was not happy at first. I'll be honest, I wasn't happy at first because we over here, we have to like create our own things to do for our own self, and they don't even patronize us. So for you clearing me now, I understand better.
Now let me explain to you. Yeah, Dangote is not Nigerian government. You understand? He's not Nigerian government. Let me ask you a question. Do you know Nigeria used to have a lot of refineries?
Yeah, I know.
They were not run by Indians. They were run by Nigerians. Where are they today?
Shut down.
They ran them to the ground. You see, I understand your sentiment. You had to go all the way to India to go and find work. I'm sure you are not enjoying yourself there. You are just doing it to put body and soul together. But you see, we also need to understand that our problem is structural. Our issues are structural. Nigeria has issues from the top to the bottom. So, yes, it will sound good if Dangote can employ people and all that. But I'd rather Dangote creates a thriving industry that can, over the years, lower the prices of petroleum products. Instead of telling him to employ more Nigerian youths, I will tell him, okay, what can you do? Educational. See, I would rather Dangote puts aside $10 million a year to send Nigerian youths to go abroad to go and study.
After this, then what next?
They come back. They have to sign a contract with them. You go abroad to study and you come back and you work for the firm. Now it's different. But to just go and hire every Taja Teron, hey, all of you, hey, how are you? Come and work. You also know how Nigerians work, our work ethics. If we are not careful, we dey rob company to the point where the company no get ₦1 again. They did it to take
farm. I have a farm back home where I rear pigs, chickens and all that. That the freeze on my they shout every day.
You go shout every day. Meanwhile, if you hire one Indian, just give him your target. He will just hire, he will do everything in such a way, or a Lebanese. They will do it. You will not need to shout. My father ran poultry. Thank you. As you mentioned this poultry, my father ran piggery. Baba, one day my father cropped his pond. Close that door. One day my father cropped his pond. Pond weighing pour 2,000 fingerlings. They brought out 11 fishes. They brought out 11 fishes from the whole pond. For breakfast, before my papa come, they go don't catch one fish. All of them go chop out with bread.
Mine was like, at first I wasn't noticing what they were doing. Like every 2 weeks, Mama, how far? One pig just fall on top one, and so it died. Oh yeah, show me the dead body now. I beg. Let me just.
Something where they don't go sell. They'll come they story you.
And that's why we go bury them for one backyard. At the point I was like, every 2 weeks.
One story.
Every 2 weeks, one story. So I dig into it. I dig deep into it. Then I found out that maybe the pig is sick. Do you understand? So maybe in their mind, thinking, shall if we leave this pig, it's going to die. Let's sell it and put the money inside our pockets. They won't even ask if we should invite someone to treat the pig or whatever. They will just sell it off. As if I am plucking the money from somewhere or I'm picking it from the road. I don't shout. I don't shout tired. And now you made me understand, like, we are our problems.
We are our own problem. My father started a poultry. Between the vet doctor that was taking care of his chickens and his staff, as in, you know, the profit margin of farm is not so much. If you are not careful, you'll be running it at a loss.
They die every day.
They were selling, as in, my father's engineer was going to sell his chickens and his eggs. One day, my father now ran into the distributor. He now said, you are from these farms? No, the engineer is still bringing this. That's so my papa hide. My papa hide behind door. Now engineer, vet doctor come with his own chicken. And my papa knocked out. He beat this guy that they beg him. Because you can imagine his frustration. At the end of the day, where is the farm today? He closed it and sold it. So when you are now telling me that you want Dangote to go through what my father went through to sell his farm and close it because Nigerians want employment, no. We want a refinery that works so that our oil prices can eventually start tumbling down gradually over the next few years. So we need to be very careful, my sister. I understand your pain. I understand you totally. Don't be sad, eh?
Thank
Don't
you.
worry.
No,
Just be strong.
I understand better.
And do us proud in India. Mary Yoon, Mary of United Nations. How are you doing, my sister? What are your thoughts?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. What are your thoughts?
Okay, I think that you've pretty much summed everything up. Like, I feel like Nigeria focus so much on education. Education is important, but soft skill sets are also way more important. Like, if you look at Chinese people, they even from when the kids are young as 10, they start teaching them about, technology, electronics, like how to fix things, how to do things. They start having projects from school. So I think that we need to focus on training, industrial training and all of that. Also, I agree with you 100% about employing people who are competent to do the work, as opposed to sentimental employment where we employ people who you're my brother, so I believe no. Because we're talking about like a refinery where they'll be doing things like petrol refinery and all of that. You know how hard it is to get petrol now. They're actually going to be stealing it. That's the truth. It might be from the back. They might be stealing it from the people who are refining, from the downstream sector. Everything is going to be a problem. So I think that maybe there should be a balance. Already, I think there's a balance because you said he employed 22,000 people, right? Nigerians. So he can put certain people in charge who he feels or he believes are more accountable, and those people would put some form of control over the people who they believe that can do the background work but are not, I don't know how to put it, but there should be a balance to everything. But I don't want Dangote because everyone has hope with this right now. I really want him to come and steal from him. No. I want people who are competent, whether they are Indians, whether they are Nigerians. I would rather we get the job done as opposed to employing people who will run it down and then we start competing again to be needing petrol refinery. I agree with you. But I also agree with what that woman said. She said something about if it's Indian people, they would employ their people. I agree. Here in Canada, you find like 5 families living in one house, Indian people. When they save up money, they build their own house. That's how the family spreads. There's a city here in Ontario where it's dominated by Indian people. It's called the Brown City. They are majorly Indian people. Indian people help themselves to grow. You see the Dollaramas, the No Frills, the Canadian store, they are owned by Indian people. Walmart franchise owned by Indian people. And that's because of they have this community togetherness spirit in them. And I agree, they will definitely not employ a Nigerian. But right now, we need to, when we get to the point where we feel like we are good enough to handle our things by ourselves, then we can let go of the Indian people. But for now, if we need them to get to the next level, I think we can have them for the time being. That's what I think. So,
all right. Wonderful, Mary Yuan. It was your birthday the other day. Happy birthday in arrears. I know I should have called you directly. Please forgive me. I've been so crazy busy.
That's
We have a beautiful lady with us. Hello, ma. How are you doing?
Myself?
Yes.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, my darling sister.
I'm good. Sorry, I look a bit tired, so that's what I was a bit thinking about. Daddy Freeze, I agree with you only to an extent.
Okay.
I feel education is important, at least the foundation of education is very
Primary
important.
And secondary school,
yeah, that's why I said
are very important. But beyond secondary school, any form of education is optional, in my humble opinion.
Well, it depends on what they teach, though, in primary and secondary school. So this is, I live in England, so by the time the children get to secondary school, they start to teach them skills. You mentioned something earlier when you're saying something about attention to detail. I'll say myself, I have a double master's degree, but my current role did not employ me based on that. I actually did a diploma. My promotion started coming. So in the UK, they recognize skills, major, big time. Qualifications, skills. It doesn't matter if you go to uni. I mean, there will come a time when your university degree will help you. I mean, they will look at you in that role and like, oh, this one. They call it letters in this country. So when I started off the financial career path, and I started putting, my manager used to say, why don't you put all these letters be M1111 behind your name? I'm like, what does that pay me? That doesn't pay me anything, It doesn't matter, but the skills. Because when you're doing those interviews, they want to know what you're bringing to the table. Education is important if it will teach skills. In this country, most children are deciding, do they want to go to uni? Or most of them are going through apprenticeship now. Personal story is that I have a relative that didn't go to uni, went into apprenticeship. She's working for a huge Bloomberg, like she's working for a big company now, and she is like jet setting around the world. And those with their BScs, her mates come out of uni, and what happened? They can't even get jobs, or they end up doing. There's nothing wrong with care jobs. I mean, there's dignity in labor.
In labor, yeah.
But I think you need to fine tune your level of education to the country that you live in. I think the reason why most Nigerians actually do that BSc, go for masters, is if you don't have a godfather, you don't know anybody. That seems to be the hope that you have to have an edge over other people. Not because necessarily you want to go to uni, but you're thinking that will secure a job in the bank or something. America is different. My sister, they just keep reading in America. You have to have masters for certain jobs, but the UK is very different. So I really think is where you end up on the one hand. And again, skills. You're doing interviews, you master them. They want to know, have you got communication skills? I mean, look at the average Nigerian on Instagram, the way they insult people. I mean, there's no communication. You talk at me, I talk at you. So little skills like that should be taught way in primary school, secondary school. They are not taught. Teamwork. We work against each other. The average Nigerian works against the other Nigerians. If you come to the UK, you have a whole street with Indians helping each other. Siblings come together, they buy a house, and then what happens is when the value goes up, they sell, and everybody goes their separate. Nigerians, Malayo. If you come to, to be honest, and I have to be honest, sometimes I'm like, I don't want to live in an area where there are too many black people. We do it. Yeah. We do it because we bring problems to each other. No, I won't lie to you. We bring problems to each other. There are certain areas that you will live in, and then once our people come in, is one noise, is two trouble. I mean, you're talking here and the neighbor down the street can hear you. Like, nobody wants. So it's all those little things, teamwork, customer interaction. How do we even interact with each other? Nigeria needs to do better. So when I say I agree to an extent, I agree you need the skills, but education teaches the skills. So if they stop in secondary school in Nigeria, it makes no difference because they don't teach them skills. They don't teach them skills in Nigeria. So I just think education is really important, but our education system needs to be revamped. It really needs to be revamped. If we can do that and include skills teaching, because Dangote is employing people. I mean, if you call somebody in the university with a BSc in Nigeria, university of whatever, I won't call it in before people start attacking me, thinking I'm personalizing their units. And then you bring them to Dangote. What do they know? I mean, I studied in a university in Nigeria where they taught you computer, and we never saw computer for one day. Yeah. They call it GST 101. Like, they're teaching you computer and you have never seen it. But in this country, children can walk into the library, have access to computers, they see what they are teaching. It's practical. They taught us how to draw cockroaches, name all the cockroach parts. It's not helping me. That's not what I'm working with. So we need to do better. So if we stop primary or secondary, yes. But it depends on what is being taught, primary, secondary. Then we can say university is not important. I mean, they don't teach it in uni, but at least the higher you go, maybe the more you learn. But yeah, that's just my contribution, really. So it depends on the country.
Thank you so much, my darling sister. I appreciate you both. Let me start running.
You're welcome.
Mary, I will call you. Thank you, my darling sister. God bless you.
All right, then.
All right, before we go, who's going to be my number one gifter as I'm signing off on TikTok?
How do we sign out?
I want to know who my number one gifter is because I always follow my number one gifter, whoever is my number one gifter at the end of the day. Adun Ola Love. That's my current number one gifter. Is she going to remain my number one gifter? Is she going to remain my number one gifter? Double click the screen. We're on 49,000 likes. Let's see if we can get this to about 60K. Let's do it. Eh? If not gossip with a gossip, we don't reach 100K likes by now on TikTok. Oh yeah, double click the screen. Somebody said, make una hear English. Every time, why capping your head? Why am I wearing cap now? And now waiting now who una want make Dangote come employ na be this so. Share rent Dangote gbasi share. If you're watching on Facebook, Search for Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. Bottom left hand corner, you'll see how to buy my stars. Oh yeah, come and buy my stars. Oh yeah, come and buy my stars. Come and buy my stars. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Now. I'm holding you hostage. I don't just finish. When I don't buy since Abi, so it go come be like say, when I don't hear the gist, I feel they go. No worry. Next time I go come, I go mute Facebook, mute YouTube. YouTube people, where are my super chats and super stickers? Eh? Somebody say every time, why capping your head? Hi, alone. I will your shark baby. Someone said, Daddy Freeze, you promised to advertise my business. I will advertise it if you are my number one gifter. Oh yeah, come and be my number one gifter. I'll advertise for you now on TikTok. Now. No Dangoteism. Now. Oh yeah, come and be my number one gifter. Double click the screen. Where are my money guns? Big shout out to those who bought money guns. Lord Trucker, big shout out to you, and Fumi Dauda, big shout out to you. Follow my number one gifters. Follow my number one gifter. They're right there. Follow my number one gifter. Follow them. Say hi to my number one gifter. Oh yeah, say hi to them. Let me catch you on TikTok. Say hi to my number one gifter. YouTube people, Stinjos. How markets? How markets? Oh yeah. Hey, Agbo don't begin. Is he gonna make it to number one? Agbo intermediary. Oh yeah. I'm closing the live in 5. Whoever is my number one gifter in 5 minutes will remain my number one gifter. Big shout out to my hey, Moody just sent something. Okene Grace. Does Dangote own this? I didn't get that. I don't understand what your question is. But anyway, thanks for the stars. Oh yeah. Double click the screen. We're going to 60K. Now. 60K likes. So that TikTok will be able to send more people to my live when I'm coming. Samuel Topper, how are you doing? Samuel Topper is now my number 3 gifter. Remember I said I'm following my number 1 gifter. Let me start reading your comments on Instagram. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get your comments. I can't see your comments on this phone anymore. Naija, they borrow money from China. We no speak English. That's a very funny thing to say. So because Chinese people no speak English, you too no speak English. When you see the kind hunger, we go beat you. Chichi say, why are you capping your head? I'm capping my head. I'm always capping my head. I'm Olodo Rabata. Oh yeah. What are your thoughts? I'm reading comments for the next 5 minutes. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. I'm trying to get it to... Someone said, this man bless me, make I fit rest. No rest. You don't need to rest. Go find work. Rest is for those who have worked. You never work. You want rest. Rest call rest in me. Rest call rest in me. Why do you want to rest? Hey, Omar-san, how are you doing, my darling sister? Lovely having you the other day, Omar-san. Everybody's asking why am I capping my head. All right, guys, double click the screen. Double click it. Let's get to 60K. Let's get to 60K. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube. I'm going to come back later on around midnight, and the topic is, can you let your wife work for her ex? There's a story where a woman who was earning about 70K got a better job of 100K, but guess what? Her ex is her boss. Guys, would you take that? We're going to be talking about this at midnight, so make sure you join us. No need to say, some people don't talk never. Some people say, why not? Not now. Wait till midnight now. Who's my number one gifter on TikTok? Who is my number one gifter? It's still Adun. Adunola Love. Big shout out to you. Adunola Love. That's my number one gifter. Adunola Love. Effizi Boy is my number two gifter. And Samuel Tokme. Double click that screen. This night go hot. Someone say no go better for the ex. All right, we're gonna talk about this at night. Oh yeah, double click the screen. Double click the screen. So it was lovely hanging out with you guys, and thank you so much, like I said, for hanging out. All of you who brought your gifts. Next time, please don't be asking me for my account number, because if I put the account number on, I know they ever put anything inside. Very few people they put inside. So no, they ask me again. Daddy Freeze, I want to send you account. Somebody say, we've been trying your account number, we've been trying your account. You know, don't they try and since 1 naira no enter. So no, they ask for them again. If I know say I don't want to do something. But anyway, for those of you who love me, I love you too. For those of you who don't love me, I still love you nonetheless. But just try not to cross me because my mouth is not good. But I still love you nonetheless. Take good care of yourselves, and I look forward to hosting you again at midnight. And this time, like I said earlier on, I'm not going to be talking much about politics, because politics can be very, very stressful. So everyone, take care. Goodbye. Good night. See you in a few minutes. Bye-bye.